Hey you guys, come on Saturday. Before we get going, just a couple of announcements. Number one, if you haven't heard already, Big George Foreman has unfortunately passed away. Okay, he was truly one of the all-time greats in boxing, and he'll be missed. So everyone, please say a little prayer for Big George. Okay. Number two, today marks the 40th anniversary of the release of The Last Dragon. It's hard to believe it's been that long. It was 40 years ago. I saw it in the theater. I was a 13-year-old kid then. So 40 years ago we first saw Bruce Leroy and Show Enough. Okay, so that's, it's hard to believe it's been 40 years, but anyways. Okay, so today's video, what we're looking at is we want to try and deal with not pulling back our hand. Okay, I see a lot of people doing this. They get a very bad habit, and before they go, they pull the hand back. Okay, pull it back. Okay, obviously it's a very bad habit because you're giving yourself away. All right, it's telegraphing. Okay, and so sometimes what I do, just to try and train this out of students, is that when I see someone about to pull back and I'm holding the mitts, I give them a little smack in the head, because the time it takes for them to pull back, I have time to smack them in the head. Which means I could have punched them if I wanted to. All right, I'm not going to do that to my students, but I could have. All right, so you want to, be very careful about doing that. Okay, all right. So there's a few things, a few empty hand drills, and also the staff drills as well. Okay, so one thing to remember is a lot of it starts with understanding your elbow. Okay, and you don't want to collapse your elbow. If you understand that elbow connection. Okay, so basically you want to have roughly a fist distance between your elbow and your body. Okay, some people say a fist and a thumb distance, but fist, I mean, roughly, it's close enough, right? But basically you don't want your arm collapsed like this. If you always know that you can't collapse your elbow, then there's a much less chance you're going to pull back. Okay, you always know that you have to just go forward at all times. You can't collapse it, then the only place left to go is forward. All right. So that's a big part of it, okay? Understanding that, all right? And so there are a few drills that you can do for that. One of them is the stepping zhong drill. Zhong in Cantonese, zhong is like a stake in the ground, okay? Okay. So here, like a stake, boom. So stepping here, okay? Okay. So you step in here, okay? Boom. And without any pullback, this hand comes underneath, see? So I'm learning to not pull back my hand before I go, okay? Just go and boom, and this comes underneath. So imagine if I have someone's punch here, I can deflect the punch and boom, deflect the punch and boom, okay? So that's one drill. So it trains you to, to not pull back your hand, okay, before you go. All right, that's one drill. Hold on, rain here. Okay, we'll be okay. All right. Okay. Another drill is to simply practice your combinations from where you stand. Okay, right from where you stand. Okay, so right here. Okay, here, and I'm just gonna do a simple 1-2. All right, and it's just a matter of repetition. Okay. So just linear drills, step in, okay, without any pullback, 1-2. Okay, so just try 1-2. So you're simply going from right where you are, okay? You're not pulling back. I'm not doing this, okay? Right from here. So you take a step without punching. Step 1-2. See that? Step 1-2. So you're simply going right from where you are. Okay. All right, so that's one. Another one is you will do it with the rear hand. Okay, this may seem a little awkward, but what you're doing is that you're timing your rear hand with the landing of your lead foot. Boom, boom. Okay, which is not as powerful, but it's a little faster. Okay. Otherwise, you could step in and do it. Like if I do rear lead, I could step in, but that's just a little slower. Not much, okay? But when you're doing it, this opposite arm or leg is similar to walking, okay? So here, now I train my lead hand to go without any pullback. Now I'm training my rear hand to go without any pullback. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. See, so right from here, 1, 2. See right here, 1, 2, 1, 2. So as I time it with my feet, boom, 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 boom. Okay, boom, boom, like that. Just try to go forward without any pullback. Okay, that's the idea. Okay. All right. So train both lead and rear hand. And of course, you can do other strikes as well, but best to just keep it simple and work on those. You know, you're just trying to avoid the pullback. Okay. So when you're in a situation, okay, here we're taking from like a dead stop. Okay. But when you're in a situation, it's much more likely that you'll be moving around a little bit, because you know you don't want to be a dead stop like this, because as soon as you move, the opponent will see you, right? But if I'm moving a little bit, it may be hard for your opponent to figure out what's just gonna be a movement and what's gonna be an attack, right? Like, oh, right? Okay, so it's good to move a little bit. Okay, just keep some movement going on. Okay, and that's the thing. Okay, and so now. One more thing too is that when I was doing those, of course, I'm still aware of my elbow, right? But bang, bang, I'm not. I know I can't collapse that elbow. Oh, I can't collapse it. So the only way to go is forward, whether it's the lead rear or whether it's the rear lead. Here, boom, boom. Can't collapse it. Boom, boom. Okay. All right. Next up, have the staff. Okay. Now here, because it's an external object here, the only way to use the staff is from right where it is. I would never. I mean, it's ridiculous to actually pull back. It would feel so natural. You just never do it. So 3 major motions here. Okay, I got straight out, and I got. I'm gonna have to wrap this up soon. It's raining. Okay, we're gonna go down. And then to the side. Okay, so straight, down, and side. Okay, all right, I'm gonna have to wrap these up, okay? Okay, but those were the drills I want to cover, okay? So we had the Zhong Sao, boom, boom. We had the second with the lead rear, right, and the rear lead. Okay, remember to time it with the opposite foot when you go rear lead, okay? And then we have the staff. We go straight, down, and out the side, okay? Okay, sorry, we gotta wrap things up, but it's starting to rain here. But anyways, those are the drills today. Hope you found it useful, okay? Try to avoid that pullback, okay? All right, I know, okay. Anyways, any questions, let me know, and talk to you soon.